Greetings, dear ones. In the last video, Remove Blocks to Love, I was called to ask you if there was any topics around this theme that you want me to do a transmission of, to bring some healing and clearing. So first of all, thank you to all of you who shared your wishes in the comment field. And so what I will do is I will create a playlist. I will probably call it Remove Blocks to Love, and I will put them there so you can easily find them. And I also want you to know that if you go through my old videos, there is tons on this many of the subjects you have been asking for. So when we talk about love, it's not just romantic love. Love is our natural state. It is who we are, what we came here to create, to share, to receive. So it affects all of our relationships, our relationship with life, with source, with our guides, with ourselves, with all aspects of us. So due to what we've been through in life, we create these walls around our hearts. And of course it looks differently for all of us, and the stories are different, but it is ultimately to return to our true state. And love is when we are in a state of love. Love is being reflected back to us in all ways, as friendships, as abundance in all its forms, as a soulmate connection. So I will put all the videos in this playlist as well. And if there is anything that I haven't addressed yet and you feel that you are in need of, so please just reach out in the comment field. And of course, as always, if you need to dive deeper or you feel called to dive deeper and work with me one-on-one, please reach out. I'm happy to help. And so, dear ones, the first one I was called to address today is lack of trust. And that's a big one, because there is such when we move into a state of faith and trust, we are in a very open state to receive. It is like we are then accepting and believing in the impossible. So the thing with trust and faith is that we need to take that leap of faith and not just wait until we have reasons to start open up. And it may of course be scary and may feel very hard to do. It doesn't mean that we will just throw ourselves onto anyone. It doesn't mean that of course we will need the discernment. But when we have those programs and hurt, our trust has been hurt, we have experienced betrayal or been let down, or that there wasn't someone there for us, then we are not in a state of making clear decisions. We are not, our vision is not clear. So we will first of all, we will probably don't recognize the ones who are trustworthy, because we don't know what they look like. We don't recognize the dynamic and the energies. And second of all, we will always be waiting for that program to relive itself, that we are people not to be trusted. So that's why it's so important to heal those issues, because those subconscious programs are always the strongest ones, because they are created out of trauma. And even though we have this wish, they are the ones who will play out if we do not address them. And first of all, we need to have the willingness and courage. And that is what you are doing today, right? who are showing up here, and that is an act of self-love, and that is to be rewarded when we show up willingly, maybe don't know how to, thinking even that it's impossible, but we do it anyway. That's such a huge step and leap of faith. So when we work with these subjects, there is of course so many beautiful guides that we can call upon to help us, and who, for example, Mavatar Babaji, Goddess Kuan Yin, Mother Mary, and Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, the angels of mercy, any archangels, any angels, and of course your own personal connections with your guides. But today, since this transmission has been in my energy field, Goddess Kuan Yin and Avatar Babaji has been very present, and as well Mother Mary. I feel like she and Goddess Kuan Yin often come and work together, so they are here to assist us today as we will work with the theme of lack of trust, dear ones. So just come into your hearts. So there is what they're showing me right away is that some of you have much tension that makes you disconnected from your heart. So they ask of you to just soften and trust. You wouldn't be here if it was easy for you to trust, but just with your breath, soften into your heart with your intention. That makes a big difference. That is just what you need. You don't need to know how to fully be open and receptive, but just take the intention. And of course, if your nervous system is on high alert, tension will be your natural state. But what you need to do is just remind you to check in on yourself and to soften and allow the breath to help you like waves. Bring a relaxation to your system. So we will bring forth a light language healing and clearing for the lack of trust. Hitonosh esene av tior sonosh sifur sishan ekorosh sian ash Kito ne ilarian sentosh efosher sen heshi torunokyar leinash ash ashi asinkorosh Kito shu sanaya kito fash. So what I see and feel that is that there is much disbelief with some of you. Sheno no shanekos ashaya kyar linetish okoshanekarinash ayasenosho okoayana. So if we have experienced betrayal, of course there's so many reasons for us to armor ourselves and to protect our heart, because it was painful. And those armors are they play the role well. So your angels, your guides are asking you to try to expand your energy fields and widen your chest. Nemini cinco shosh heliarine koshata shanekishuno. Shio sono shayate ko otoshono koshona ki insineo shorokosh eliarnakai. Sushanaya Kukukush, and it say that for some of you, reconnecting with your heart will make you feel some of the pain that you do not want to, you didn't want to feel, that you have tried to protect yourself from. Meno Shaneko, and they say that of course we are here with you, you're not alone. Shino Sosha Kiaranaya Eosunoko Kosho. Julia Lelia Lai Onoyo Sofo Shaya Ki Orno So Shaya Saneko Sheki Ali Atishanaki Koronosho. So for some of you this is betrayal from romantic love. Le Deyana Shek de Sekos Se Senoku Sashaya Kai Aokuna Shana Kosana. For some of you it is from your caretakers, your parents, from your parents. So Shaya Yoto Shunoko Shunotosh Aisinoro Lo Yoto Shao, very very early age. They're not Toshana, that no one was holding your best, was your best in interest for them, the ones who should look after you, let you down. Leane King Kurisano Shaya, and I also feel like siblings. Shoko She Tishane Kushoshanar is or best friends for some. Anikaya Leoro Sono Kukashaya Toshana Koko Shayana Shasu. So there are lots of heartache coming up. Holy Nino, so what they show me that this connection, when you thought that you found that one, either romantic relationship or your best friend, is when you thought you found your person, the one who was going to have your back, and you really poured yourself into that relationship, you really opened your heart, and you gave so much. Mi mamma fu heli ono shai atekete shane chunodo shanakete, and soften into that feeling. So we need to go through that wound for it to be healed. So it is right to feel, it is right to allow your heart to break. Deyana shanake orososho. Lauayana kenar esane shono shenter ekatente us anakishan. So shan helier sam for sakierana. So this has created programs in your mind who cause to stay away from love, to be suspicious. And you guys want to clear that for you now. If you give permission, you can say out loud or internally, yes, I give permission for this to be cleared. Shau so fune shau kialiar sekutushai setro tayau ki samushas seu shai sash kiar santas sholiar sakyantas ito shokukush me horsanai kianariosho kishunur saushana. They bring in the element of hope. No shanai shanai so shao ku so huliaya sanaki, the light in the darkness. And just come into touch with that aspect of you. Never stop dreaming, never stop hoping. She also Shana, that never was disconnected from love. It is there. You need to acknowledge it. Shayanakos Litoshokushososhayane. They're showing me the heart that you thought was in pieces, whole and complete. Nini liano okiar sanne koroshai shiku. Kitanai kinari sonoshai. Okukushawayana. And I feel the soreness in your hearts. Neti kitrasha okuyares nekikin. Shana Shatosho. And I almost feel like the thought for some of you to let someone in again, almost, and I've connected that energy, it almost makes me feel nauseous because it brings up so much anxiety, and there's so much in you that says no, never. So we take it step by step, dear ones. And again, you can revisit this transmission as many times as you wish to, and just move in a pace that feels safe for you as it works through one layer every time. Mia nice, there's much on the solar plexus. Mihoko Eliana Yashete Koko, and I feel the throat as well. Okorisinkushu. Mufusha Yakiaranai, and almost a headache. Sometimes when we feel dizzy and there is a headache, it is to makes us disconnected and to stay in that veil, so we do not need to heal. Yes, ask for this delusional fog to be removed. So this what happens now is that all your safety mechanisms, all your shadow aspects who you have created to protect yourself, is now throwing a little bit of tantrum. Because remember, there was the part of you that wants to return, the part of you who knows that you've always been unbroken, that it's safer to you to love, to receive and to give love is stronger than any programs, any wounds. And now I want you to commit to love, to trust, and first of all, trust in yourself. That's the one that brought you here, that wants what's best for you, that loves you no matter what. And remember, the one who abandoned you was you, and now you are showing up with love. Love is trustworthy. Okealayana shekursosha okoto shokosasha mekosh aetishanash kiono shosash ikiniti shikuros. I feel the programs are being released to the degree that you are willing to let them go. Sheshono ne neritinto sa kikusho. E forsa o totoshana ya wakianta e otosh. Citro nei okunaya teos ai. The sacral chakra as well. Just breathe. This one brings up lots of lower chakra wounds and programs. I feel much tension in the neck. It's like your body is telling you don't go there. We carry the memories, the imprints of what happened to us in our bodies. And when we reconnect, they will start to communicate. No, so we bring the sense of our higher self, our true essence into those, to ourselves, into the bodies, the minds, to replace them. The wounds and lower vibrational programs. So as you expand your energy field. And I want you to become very still. I feel there's some of you that wants to just be moving, be occupied with thoughts, to not feel and return. But you need to return the ones. Tosai kriente shnekerinte shnekeri sosh. Kiasha hush aetanaki yosha. Liao au asasha. Shus. And what they share is that you are the keeper of the gates to your heart. So you're the one who needs to decide if you're willing to let love in. It starts not with another person, it starts with you. To treat yourself with love. Are you giving yourself time in stillness? Are you choosing to connect with peace? Or are you choosing to occupy yourself with the mental programs? They're repeating the same story again and again, bringing back that stories of pain. Or are you allowing yourself to wake up to another different reality? Doesn't matter what happened to you, but you can choose to not relive it again and again and again. So when we connect to love, and peace and stillness and source, we start to feed our system, and that is how it's being reprogrammed. Mio funokono, and they just say that remember that you are here for a reason. You are here because you are willing. Shoko ayana, and see that, dear ones. This will continue to be cleared, because just when it comes to trust, we have so many shadow aspects that reminds us why not to trust. So we cannot just remove them all at once, because then we will feel very unstable. So that is why it's so important to have that place where we connect to love and where we go beyond thoughts and emotions. So when we remove the false self, we can rely on who we truly are. We can return to love. Meoki neai sanayo shakita shaishu. So they are infusing light into your mental body. Rayabashi, good. Now they are more. Now you're letting them in, so they are able to remove the hurt. Furtali nakyar. Ayako shanai yoko shanan. So remember, when you're closing down, light can't enter, and you are just you are just holding on to the pain, to the memories, and now I feel like it starts to be released. Me okiana sha shekuna shana kikono ki usosha otro shokono no no shitini ki dosana kianara iane yu yetre sani soko enaya ko sa the cosmic grandmothers for shaiteko. And they say you're doing just fine, dear child. So shao kusata. Love never left you. Love never left you. And they give a blessing for you to wake up to that truth. Fushane nete shanaya kinos. Escorsa escanta shaya kukusa akitas. Yes, I feel your hearts are opening up. Shanaikiko shitini layayatu suku naita elto shao ai otaya kokosa. And now sleep, my child, they say. So just stay here in this space. I feel like for many of you, your nervous system has come down. That will make you drowsy. That's all good. You don't need to be on high alert. You don't need to watch your back all the time. Also. Good. Send you blessings of love.